News Clown was there to find out what was up behind the scenes at the annual Comedy Celebration Day in Golden Gate Park.
Ever since the dawn of time, when man first stood erect, he realized that life was a bummer. He soon developed reflexes to help him cope with his existence. The fight or flight reflex, for example, helped him deal with saber-toothed tigers, mastodons, and his mother-in-law. But it was the laughter reflex that really saved his ass.
Ah! Okay, it scares you the first time. It's like a gun or something. You're just not used to the beep.
I'm Lobster. I work there in the morning with Babbitt. Karen Babbitt.
Oh, you're that radio personality.
Yeah, Karen Babbitt. She's a very, very funny person, Babbitt. Babbitt made a joke.
All right, well, listen.
I feel like Rain Man with her on the air with me. So
I'm Karen Babbitt, and I'm one of the hosts today of Comedy Day.
Wow. Karen, you know, there's a lot of different kinds of comedy. Where do you see yourself, or what kind of comedy do you do?
I do strictly male humor.
Is there anything funny about that?
No, there's nothing funny about men, but I do strictly male humor. Thank you very much.
I kind of really appeal, I think, to the people who are really into nostrils. You know, nostrils really just aren't paid enough attention to. The length of hair, the size, the appearance, the aperture is so important. You might check out, I have a very nice set of nostrils. I don't mind saying so, because if you got them, you have very small nostrils on the other hand. You might show the camera your nostrils, but...
I myself have had a nose job.
You get out of it. You've never not. No, really? That looks terrific.
Thank you.
Sort of a frat party waiting to happen, really. It's just, I don't know, what I talk about drugs and alcohol and the size of my penis, and then there's some political humor.
I get a shot of, oh, we better not.
Yeah, let's not, because you don't have the wide angle. Good night, I love you all.
I do some impressions. I do a lot of stuff about condoms and topical stuff about, you know, women's right to choose. And
I've got a question then for you. What do you think about these new condoms for women that they're developing overseas, but they won't allow in the United States?
I think that men need to do it. They need to take the responsibility for once in their lives and do something for the birth control or the, you know, safe sex measures. You know, they need to just get off it and work, you know, help.
I make fun of people who are stupider than me. Hip condescension, I think, was the term someone once used. But I don't know about hip, you know. Condescending, yeah.
Is there anyone here today that might fit in that?
Well, yeah.
Any examples?
Well, no, I can't give examples. But I bet if you walk through the crowd, there'd be probably a couple people stupider than me.
I know there are a lot of different comedians. We have black comics, white comics, Chinese comics, Asian comics, handicap comics. I'm trying to be a little different. I try to be a funny comic.
Well, I try to do people comedy that everyone can relate to, not just the bald-headed black people of the world.
I don't know. I look like I'm Chinese, but I'm not, and that's the basic premise of the thing. I'm not from here. I'm from Oklahoma, so it's just really, I'm a redneck trapped in a yellow man's body, and that's basically it.
Is that a bummer, or do you like that?
No, it's actually pretty cool. It's different because I'm not used to being so many Asian people. I mean, because, you know, back in Oklahoma, my apartment was Chinatown, and that's it. That's my act right there.
I'm Tree. I'm an adult comedian. That means don't bring your kids, don't bring your mom, don't bring your grandma to my show.
What would happen if they came?
They would learn a lot of things that parents don't want to talk about.
Actually, probably could be pretty good then.
That would be most enlightening, but most parents don't want to explain about things like socks and doggy style and stuff like that.
I understand. You know, a lot of people think that laughter is healing. Do you consider yourself a healer?
In a manner of speaking, I'm a healer, yes. I do things for the soul.
Laying on of hands and things like that?
That's after the show.
A healer? Not necessarily. I imagine giving people laughter can cause them to be healed, but only one miracle has come through these hands, and I can't talk about it on TV.
Comedy in the year 2000. Where are we going?
I don't know. If we don't get paid more, we ain't going nowhere.
Well,
no, just kidding.
Let's take care of that right now.
Oh, God. That's what I need is some clown money that see me right on through.
Well, I think we're doing a whole reversal now. We've gone from live performances. This, of course, is a very huge live performance, but now there's a lot of cable. There's a lot of cable. You can turn on TV virtually anytime. And I think what's happened is comedy is moving closer and closer to the home. And what's going to happen pretty soon is every household will have a comedian living in it.
Great idea.
Yeah, so at any given time, you would just knock on their door and they would come out and tell you a joke.
I think it's going to move down to the larynx. See, I'm in the nostril thing right now. We're going to be going past the epiglottis, which is the little dangly thing at the back of your mouth. It's going to be traveling further south until that finally we get to some kind of lower form of comedy, which will happen somewhere in the large intestine, perhaps the transverse colon.
Wow, this is the deepest I've ever gone.
I'm not going to the transverse colon, Charles, even with you.
Thank God.
You're actually trying to be really serious right now, and you're in a big goofy clown outfit. That's the thing that's scaring me the most. I don't even know your name.
And I think that plaid on plaid with polka dots, that works for me.
Bob Goldthwait said the funniest thing about clowns ever, the only reason that they visit children in hospitals is because they can't leave. So that's how kind of my feeling about clowns too.
You look really stupid.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I can't believe anybody knows me. I did a show called Only the Truth is Funny. And now I'm here with my fellow peers. I'm one of the older guys here, I'm 40 years old. Most of the comics that are here today, I saw do their very first set, and it is amazing to me that after 10 years, they still suck. Very, very little. If you didn't make it out to the event, you are so lucky. Horrible. A lot of succossitude going on here. Can I say that on the air? It's cable. You can say anything.
Hi, my name is Greg Proops, coming to you from Comedy Celebration Day, and you are watching Inside City Limits on Viacom. Won't you help?
Yeah, it's called Inside City Limits, and we cover things inside city limits.
For what channel?
It's on Channel 6, Cable 6.
Oh, Cable 6. Can you turn the camera upside down so it would be Cable 9? Can we do that? Would that work? Okay, see, this is the way we're doing. All right, we're on Viacom 9 now. See? And back to 6. See? It's kind of cool, isn't it?
We can use that.
Yeah.
Would you do a little promo for us?
What would I have to do?
Just say, you're watching Inside City Limits on Viacom 6. Or, hi, my name is Rick Reynolds. Can you? Okay. How about if it's $40?
Okay.
Rick doesn't even come out of the house. You know how to use one of these things?
I don't know. You're watching Inside City Limits on Viacom, Cable 6. Man!
Wait a minute.
Too much to remember.
Right, here.
All right.
We'll try to make it what you want.
Hi, I'm Rick Reynolds, and you're watching Inside City Limits on Viacom, Cable 6.
That was great.
Well, that's it for another edition of Inside City Limits.